Hello, everybody. Today we are going to be doing a portrait using the Kleki.com website. I'm not sure if that's how you say it. Kleki.com. The first thing we want to do in creating our portrait is fill the background. So we're going to click where the paintbrush is and get the bucket, and that will fill our space. I'm going to select a color that I want. Kind of a nice dark moody sky. Now your portrait could be a self-portrait, could be a picture of a family member or friend. It could be a pet portrait, or if you want to do an alien or monster portrait, that is fine. I am going to do an alien portrait. So I'm going to select my paintbrush, make my size bigger for my brush, and then I'm going to select a color. Now I'm just putting in a simple background before I start doing my portrait. It's easier to do the background, the big chunky parts of your background before you put your portrait in so that you're not having to work around all the details of your person, animal, or alien. At least that's what I found. So I'm just using the circle brush. I'm going to select the chalk and get a little bit of a lighter color and create kind of a textured grassy area. Now, of course, if you're doing like an alien world or something, then you could do like crazy colors. The sky could be purple, the grass could be blue. That's up to you. The person is the star of the show, and I really want you to work on doing a face. So I'm just tapping the chalk brush tip into the green area, and that leaves more texture when you just tap. If you kind of drag it across, it makes it much more solid. And I think it's fun to do a couple of different kind of greens, because when you look at grass, it's not usually one solid type of green. There could be a little bit lighter colors, darker colors. I'm going to grab some white and I'm going to make some clouds. I'm just using that chalk brush. To create my clouds. Then I'm going to switch to this V shape right here. This is my blur. I'm going to move the opacity down fairly low. Opacity is where you can you see through it? Can you not see through it? And then I'm going to move the blending up. And then I'm just going to kind of swirl it. I feel like that gives it a little bit more cloud feel. This website is great. I've really enjoyed working with it. It's very simple to use. You can do some really awesome stuff. It's pretty cool. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and start my alien portrait. I'm going to go up to the little toolbox up here at the top where the brush is. So then you have fill, text, and then shape. So I'm going to click on the shape, and then we go below the colors. You got rectangle, oval, and line. I'm going to select oval. Then I'm going to select a color. I'm going to start up here a little bit higher. This is a close-up. because our portrait is the star of the show. Oh, it's a little off center. I'm going to go here to that backwards arrow button, click, and then I just need to start over a little bit farther. I want to leave room for a neck and shoulders. I'm going to go back to brush, move up my opacity. Whoa, that is not the color I wanted. Whenever you have a mistake, you can just click back. I'm going to right click on my head, and you see the little dropper in 2 circles? That will pick up the color that I was using before. Pretty handy dandy. What is going, oh, you know what Mr. E is doing? He's still in blend. That's an easy mistake to make. All right, well, we'll click back and we'll go back to this S shape. And I'll select the circle. There we go. Mistakes are part of it all. We just need to figure out how to fix our mistakes, right? No big deal. Now, I'm not going to make the shoulders with this color because I do want to put like a shirt on my character. So I'm going to go here to the blues colors and make some shoulders. Now, a portrait is kind of usually kind of like a close-up picture. Think of it like a school picture almost. The star of the show is the person, so we want them front and center. And that is where we're going to spend our time and add our details. So the background is important, but we want to make sure that we spend most of our time creating our creature or person or pet. Now, I'm going to go back up here to the tool selection, pick shape, pick up oval. Now, if you want your alien person, or alien, not person, if you want your alien to have 1 eye or 2 eyes or 3 eyes, that's up to you. So that eye is a little bit low. So I'm going to back out of that and try again. Oh, that's much better. So there's the eyes. Pretty cool. I'm going to go back to the paintbrush. Pick a color for my eyes. Whoa, that is too big. So I have to pull the size down to get it where I want it. That's a good size. And then I'm going to select black. I'm going to bring the size down some more to make a pupil in the center of the eye. Now, there's a couple things I did not do on my person I need to. So I right-clicked to pick up the color of the skin. And then I'm going to do ears. And fill those in. Now, I'm going to go a little bit darker, so I go right below where my circle is, pick that up. You know how there's like a shadow in our ear? I'm making a shadow inside my alien's ear. I really want you to work on details. Details make our pictures look extra special. All right. Now I am going to go ahead and I'm making kind of like a person's nose. So I'm going to put 2 dots there for the nostrils. And then I'm going to get a color that's a little bit lighter than the skin. Okay. I'm going to work on that a little bit more in a little bit. It needs some work. It's a little rough right now. I can also use that same color to do eyelids. You can make your person sleepy, sad, mad. Eyelids tell a lot. I just do a curved line over top of the eyes like that. Now I'm going to go to the chalk, and then I'm going to move down the opacity, okay? I'm going to select the skin color that I had, and I'm just going to kind of tap around my nose to kind of soften up the edges. I'm going to put some of that on the nose itself. We don't want the nose to look like it's stuck onto the face. We want it to look like it's a part of the face. I'm going to go down just slightly. And I'm not trying to make it look like he has bags under his eyes. I'm just trying to give some dimension to the face. And then I'm going to go over here to the blending, the V. Whoa, that was way too much. Ah, my opacity is at 100, no wonder. Going to move the opacity down. I also need to make my tool smaller. So what that does, it helps to blend out that darker area so it's not quite so strong. I'm also going to kind of use this to define the neck. Make it look like there's a little bit of a shadow for the neck area. Just kind of go around the top of the eyelids. The eyelids went up a little bit high. There we go. So now I'm going to make a mouth. So I'm going to go back to the drawing, the S shape, move my opacity up. That's a good size. Now, if you wanted to make teeth showing, you can make teeth showing. And, you know, here I am, I'm making this alien, but you are welcome to make a picture of you or a picture of a family member or a friend or a pet. All right? Okay. He's looking pretty cool. I'm going to make some hair on him. What color hair should we give him? Maybe some blue. I'm going to go back to the chalk. I'm just going to tap on some hair. Now, if you want to make long hair, you probably would use the circle, that black circle tool. Select that instead of the chalk. You could use chalk. But I thought I would use this. Just tap in some hair here. I'm going to get a little bit of a different color to add to it. A little bit different. Put darker colors in here. Just having fun. But this kind of detail work really will make your picture appear more special than if you just slap down some colors. I want you to think about what you're doing and really put some time and work into this so it looks awesome. I'm going to make this smaller. I'm going to add eyebrows in. Now I'm just dragging the tool across to kind of lay in where I want the eyebrows. I'm going to make it a little bit larger, and then I'm going to just start tapping it. Because eyebrows are not one line, they're made up of lots of little hairs. So I just kind of was showing where they're at. And then I'm following that line, tap, 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 tap. That's pretty cool. All right. So I'm gonna add a little detail to the collar of the shirt. And if I wanted to give my alien, maybe my alien has spots. I guess like alien freckles. Go back to the solid. You know what? Maybe I like the chalk better on that. So I did all that in one size. I'm going to go back and make it a little smaller. We want some variety, some differences. We don't want them all to be exactly the same. Maybe a couple that are bigger. That's pretty cool. Well, at this point, if you feel you're finished, I could add more to this, but I'm going to say I'm done. I'm going to go up here and click on the arrow, this blue arrow here at the top that's pointing to a blue line. When you hover over it, it says Save Image. So it'll open up your photo box. You can name it. I'm going to put Mr. E 20 because I've done 20 pictures so far on this program. So Mr. E 20, and it saves it to my computer. All right. Well, I hope you have fun creating your portrait. Bye-bye.